Greetings and aloha. What's going on? It's Mike from LiveMyAssOff.com. Hope you guys are doing well. I am currently at True Digital PaRK here in Bangkok, in an area referred to sometimes as Prakanong, which isn't totally accurate. It's more, it is at the end of Prakanong before you get into the sub-district of Bang Na. And so I'm here hanging out with you guys because, as you can see, I've got my Christmas trees with me, and that's very festive. I have a piece of paper, I have a piece of tape that says "Sure" on it. So obviously, I'm technically excellent. But like many of you, right? I mean, I travel with my mic boom, as you can see, right? I mean, who doesn't? And the braided mic cable. I've also got the SM57 that's rocking it right now. For those extra warm mids that I was looking for, and the mixer hopefully will give me that extra 20 dB of headroom I'm looking for. I'm also using Voice Meter Banana, if you care. I'm a big fan of the banana, big fan of the Voice Meter, big fan of the banana, and I always want to try new technology and screw up technology and screw with technology. So hopefully you're on board with that. 3:11 p.m. is what we're sitting at here in the Big Mango. Very late, very early for many of you. But nonetheless, what I wanted to do is I wanted to try and go live here because True Digital PaRK, the Wi-Fi here is just outstanding. It's just, I mean, it's like 200 megs. So I wanted to try and it's go live fantastic here. And so one of the things that I wanted to do also was to what we were going to do last time, as it turns out, is we were going to listen to some air checks, which I thought would be kind of fun. But we're not going to do that today because I don't really have although I do have the technology to be able to do that, which really, really excites me. But one of the greatest things that you guys may not appreciate this, but for me, when I cruise around and I see an outlet, then I know, like I was down, if you've ever been to True Digital PaRK, you know that this giant atrium thing is basically where I'm at. And greetings, fellow failures. How you doing, MedTech? My goodness, my friend. Like 2 a.m. for you? 1? It's at least 2. It's not 3. Joe, it would be 3. Joe hopefully is asleep right now. Although, I mean, selfishly, I'd love to have him in the chat, but not a requirement. That is for darn sure. So the other thing too that I wanted to talk about is the holidays, right? And so over here in Thailand and in my life for many years. You're in the same time zone as Joe? I didn't realize that. I thought you guys were one to the left. So how are you going? You're on the other side of the world. You're 12 hours behind me. I'm from the future, and I'm here to tell you it's pretty friggin' awesome. Trust me. True Digital PaRK is about 300 meters walk, maybe 400. Probably about 300 from the Punawiti BTS station. If you guys are familiar with the stations on BTS, this is also known as Lower Sukhumvit. Sukhumvit 101 is basically down here, and then they refer to sort of the restaurants and that sort of thing here in True Digital PaRK as 101. They just call it, hey, dude, I'm at 101. I really like it over here. It's got a cool vibe, and it's one of the reasons that we live just basically down the street because, you know, look at the startup ecosystem here in Thailand. It's not Silicon Valley, okay, but it absolutely is, you know, Thailand, and it's got its own little flavor and it's got its own amount of starting up. But I like the vibe here, and so I just wanted to come by here. This is going to be a very short live stream, I think, just simply because nobody ever comes by I rarely do live streams at 3 p.m. That's the first thing. Secondly, it's Sunday here, and so anyone who's in Thailand is probably like, you know, basically on vacation for the day. It is the end of a long weekend, though, too. And so Friday was a holiday. Constitution Day, apparently, is what it was here. But I also wanted to do this because I wanted to like get a live thing going and just like test it. So Matt, thank you very much for coming by. I really appreciate it. But this was also so that I could try and do some voiceovers of the radio stations over BKK.FM and KissFM.FM. So those were the other two things that I wanted to try and do here. And so thank you for doing that. And Indiana is the westmost of the Eastern time zone states. Eastern Standard Time, say. Although some countries in the northwest of the state operate upon some counties in the northwest of the state operate under Central Time because of the proximity of Chicago. See, now that's okay. That's what I was sort of flashing on. Is I'm like, wait a minute, Chi-Town, as we used to call it when I lived in St. Louis, or as they used to call it, and I used to be not as cool as them and couldn't repeat what they say just to be cool. But yeah, I actually like Chicago in like August and September when it's nice and hot and humid. I don't like. I will tell you right now, there are a number of cities in the United States that are windier. San Francisco, for example, like in between the buildings, the financial district, man, infinitely windier than Chicago when I was there, like right on the river. So anyway, with that, it is Mike's from LiveMyAssOff.com saying, I hope you guys are living the dream, because if you're not living the dream, there's a high likelihood that you probably don't travel with a mic boom along with an SM57. A really cool piece of plastic that says Shure on it to get absolutely no marketing dollars from the company's equipment that you're using. And if you're not doing that, well, then you're not living the dream.